Good morning, dear children. Welcome back to our web classes. English class 10th. We are continuing with the textbook, chapter number 4, and we are coming to the last part of the lesson at page number 53. Hopefully I am going to finish the lesson by today, the explanation. Tomorrow we can discuss the long answers. Okay? You have to write down the word meanings. You have to make a copy for word meanings. Sure, when you come to the class, by the time all the lessons word meanings should be there. I'm explaining all the synonyms while explaining. And if you want more, please you refer your dictionary, write the word meanings. Sure? Okay, done. Let's go to page number 53. I've already done 3-4 lines from the top part. So let's go to the next paragraph. I'm going to read it for you. Sure? Look into the textbook. Mr. Keesing had a good laugh at my arguments, but when I proceeded to talk my way through the next lesson, he assigned me a second essay. This time it was supposed to be on an incorrigible chatterbox. I handed it in, and Mr. Keesing had nothing to complain about for 2 whole lessons. However, during the 3rd lesson, he had finally had enough. And Frank, as a punishment for talking in class, write an essay entitled Quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. The class roared. I had to laugh too, though I had nearly exhausted my ingenuity on the topic of chatterboxes. It was time to come up with something else, something original. My friend Sunny, who is good at poetry, offered to help me write the essay from beginning to end in verse, and I jumped for joy. Mr. Keesing was trying to play a joke on me with this ridiculous subject, but I would make sure the joke was on him. I finished my poem, and it was beautiful. It was about a mother duck and a father swan with 3 baby ducklings who were bitten to death by the father because they quacked too much. Luckily, Mr. Keesing took the joke the right way. He read the poem to the class, adding his own comments, and to several other classes as well. Since then, have been allowed to talk and haven't been assigned any extra homework. On the contrary, Mr. Keesing is always making jokes these days. Yours, Anne. Extracted from the diary of a young girl with a slight adaptation. Adaptation means little bit of modification, some slight changes they have made, some adjustments they have made in the writing. Something more sensible बनाने के लिए थोड़ी changes किया है. That is slight adaptation. Okay, let's come back. Now Anne Frank is talking to her friend Kitty. What type of friend? Real friend. True friend. Sure. And she is opening up her secrets. All the things in her chest. So now she is talking about Mr. Keesing. Because Keesing is really annoyed with Anne Frank. You know why? Because Anne Frank talks a lot in the class. Actually, she doesn't concentrate. So the teacher assigns her extra homeworks. Now, first one she has done, a chatterbox. First punishment she got, and she wrote the essay. And the essay had convincing arguments. It told him that she has inherited these qualities from her mother. So she would try to keep it under control but she does not think that she will be able to do it. Okay. So, Mr. Keesing had a good laugh at my arguments. He laughed at Anne Frank's arguments. But when I proceeded to talk my way through the next lesson, but in the next lesson, she continued. She kept quiet, but in the next lesson, it was something automatic, something natural, she talked. So he got irritated again. He assigned me a second essay. That means second time he gave her the punishment. This time, the essay was little bit upgraded. This time it was supposed to be on an incorrigible chat box. Incorrigible is written there. Something that cannot be corrected. A bad quality. That is something hopeless case. Something uncorrectable case. That means he also knew very well that Anne Frank cannot be corrected of her this bad habit. So he asked her to write an essay on such a chatterbox, a बातूनी जिसको कभी सुधारा नहीं जा सकता. It's a wonderful one. I handed it in क्योंकि already she had arguments, उसके बारे में सोच रखी थी. So she wrote the 3 pages से, handed it in and gave it to the class, the maths teacher. And Miss Keesing had nothing to complain about for 2 whole lessons. मतलब she wanted to keep the teacher quiet. Anne Frank तो बोलेगी, उसने बता दिया था. She wanted to change the teacher. Even though he is very old-fashioned one, now she wants to change the teacher's attitude towards her. So, Anne Frank kept on talking, but Keesing kept mum for next whole 2 lessons. Means she is trying to change him. Anne Frank के लिए आया गया punishment, उल्टा उसने टीचर को सुधारने के लिए यूज कर रहे. Okay, so Mr. Keesing had nothing to complain about for 2 whole lessons. However, during the 3rd lesson, he had finally had enough. What do you mean? That means पेट भर गया. मतलब टीचर का तो पार हो गया. Means Anne Frank इतना बोला होगा कि टीचर का जो पेशेंस सीख हो गए. So Anne Frank, as punishment for talking in class, write an essay entitled. गुस्से में आके क्या बोला? Anne Frank, as a punishment for talking in class. Yes, write an essay entitled. This is the title. What is the title? Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack क्या होता है? That's a quack, cry of a duck, said the Mistress Chatterbox. मतलब he is trying to punish her with a ridiculous thing. Mistress Chatterbox. Yes, now this is it. Essay 3rd one. Quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. इसके ऊपर ऐसे लिखे लो. The class wrote. बच्चों के सामने इस तरह की जो टॉपिक बता देता है. And what happens in the class. There was a loud laughing in the class. The class roared. That means they laughed very loudly. I had to laugh too. मैं भी हंस ली. और क्या करती? Though I had nearly exhausted my ingenuity on the topic of chatterboxes. हंस तो ली, लेकिन उसको पता था इसके पास अब कोई genuine points अभी नहीं है. Because she had already written 2 times on the same topic. So now she does not have any genuine originality, skill नहीं, creativity नहीं. अब इसके पास कोई resource नहीं, कुछ new points नहीं. To explain the teacher why it is necessary to talk in the class, especially for Anne Frank. Anne Frank को बोलते रहना कितना ज़रूरी है, ये टीचर को बताने में अब वो असमर्थ है. कारण उसके पास कोई पॉइंट्स नहीं ना, न्यू पॉइंट्स नहीं. सो दो आई हैड नियरली एग्जॉस्टेड माने वॉश आउट हो चुके. It has already been exhausted my ingenuity on the topic of chatterboxes. It was time to come up with something else. अब इसको लगा इसको ऐसे नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए. किसको? टीचर को, है ना? It is time to come up with something else. कुछ नया चीज ट्राई मारना चाहिए इस समय. Some kind of a new thing. She has to arrive at something new, something else. ये दो दिया उससे काफी नहीं. कुछ और स्किलफुली सोचना चाहिए. समथिंग ओरिजिनल. टीचर ऐसे तो नहीं मान रहे. इस टीचर को सुधारने के लिए कुछ और अच्छा कदम उठाना चाहिए. माई फ्रेंड सनी हु इज गुड एट पोएट्री. यस, अब प्रोस में लिख लिया, है ना, गद्य में लिख लिया तो शायद माना नहीं. अब पद्य में लिखते हैं. पद्य माने आपको पता है? पोएट्री, पोएम. So Sani, her friend, who is good at poetry, offered to help me write the essay from beginning to end in verse. 3 pages. 3 pages in verse. And verse माने poetry. Yes, पद्य में लिखने के लिए उसने प्रॉमिस किया. हम करेंगे, दोनों मिलके करेंगे तो we can write it in, yes, in verse. And I jumped for joy. That's a new idea. So she jumped for joy. Mr. Keesing was trying to play a joke on me. उसको भी पता था ये कीसिंग है, इसके ऊपर सचमुच मजाक उड़ा रहे. With this ridiculous subject, है ना, कॉमिकल सब्जेक्ट है ना, सिली सब्जेक्ट है, ये कोई ऐसे लिखने वाली सब्जेक्ट है. So she was sure that Mr. Keesing was trying to play a joke on her with this silly and comical. हम क्या कह सकते हैं? काकामेमी. काकामेमी माने Kakamemi माने comical. Yes, subject. But I would make sure the joke was on him. उसने फैसला किया, प्रॉमिस किया, ये जोक एन फ्रैंक के ऊपर नहीं, मेरे ऊपर नहीं, फिर ये सिर्फ ये उल्टा टीचर के ऊपर ही डाला जाए. एन फ्रैंक नहीं सुधरने वाली, एन फ्रैंक नहीं सुधरने वाली, सुधारना है तो टीचर को. I finished my poem and it was beautiful. और पढ़ने के बाद they were both satisfied. सानी और एन फ्रैंक इतने खुश हो गई. It was about a mother duck and a father swan. कंटेंट थीम क्या था? एक परिवार जिसमें एक मदर डक है, एक फादर स्वैन है, ठीक, और उसके विद 3 बेबी डकलिंग्स. 3 बच्चे हो गए उनके. 3 बेबी डकलिंग्स हुए. और फिर क्या हुआ? Who were bitten to death by the father because they quacked too much. बेबी डकलिंग है, क्वाक क्वाक तो किया होगा. इतना क्वाक किया कि पापा को बहुत बुरा लगा. उस पापा ने चोच मार मार कर 3 बच्चों का हत्या कर दिया. ये बताइए, ऐसे कोई बाप नहीं करता. अपने बच्चा बोलता है तो कोई बाप उसको मारता नहीं. इनडायरेक्टली केसिंग वॉज ट्राइंग टू डू दिस. आप सोच के देख लो, डकलिंग के जगह एन फ्रैंक है ना, और केसिंग उनके पापा के जगह है. इस तरह चोंच मारेगा तो क्या होगा? द डकलिंग विल डाई, है ना. उस बच्चे की ओरिजिनलिटी उसने बार बार बता दिया. सर, ये तो मेरे ओरिजिनलिटी है सर, मेरे इनबोर्न क्वालिटी है सर, मुझे पेरेंटल क्वालिटी मिला है सर, इनहेरिटेड क्वालिटी है सर. मानने को तैयार नहीं. तो इसलिए इनडायरेक्टली इसने उसको बोला, सर आप ऐसे करोगे तो मुझे हत्या करने के बराबर है ये. सो नाउ लेट्स सी व्हाट शी हैज रिटन. Yes, it was about a mother duck and a father swan, and with 3 baby ducklings who were bitten to death by the father because they quacked too much. It was a kind of injustice done by a father to the children because it is an inborn quality of a child to quack or to speak or to make a noise. Yes, but the father, instead of encouraging the child to talk, he is just trying to kill it. Mr. Keesing took the joke the right way. The right way का मतलब भाग्य से केसिंग उसको अपनी सही टेक्सचर में समझ लिया, क्योंकि केसिंग को भी पता था ये इसी के ऊपर ही लिखा गया है, लेकिन किसिंग इसको उस सेंस में लिया. लकीली, दैट्स व्हाई शी इज सेइंग दैट फॉर्चुनेटली. टीचर गुस्सा भी हो सकता था, लेकिन लकीली मिस्टर किसिंग टुक द जोक द राइट वे. ही रेड द पोएम टू द क्लास. अपनी क्लास में पढ़ा वो कविता. ही लाइक्ड द पोएम, एडिंग हिज ओन कमेंट्स. इसने अपनी कमेंट्स और ऐड किया. एंड टू सेवरल अदर क्लासेस एज वेल. अपनी क्लास में भी पढ़ लिया. Then he went to other classes. There also he read the poem, adding his own comments. Since then, I've been allowed to talk. Since then, was then say. I have been allowed to talk. Kissing permitted Anne Frank to talk in the class. And haven't been assigned any extra homework. That means पूरी तरह टीचर को इसने सुधार कर रख दिया. ऑन द कॉन्ट्ररी, वो ही नहीं. ऑन द अपोजिट, मिस्टर केसिंग इज ऑलवेज मेकिंग जोक्स दीस डेज. इतना सुधार दिया. एंड द टीचर इज मेकिंग जोक्स दीस डेज. बोलने देता है, खुद बोलता है, और बच्चों की मजाक मस्ती में भाग भी लेता है. सी नाउ शी हैज चेंज्ड द टीचर, है ना. So now that is what she has to tell her friend. This is the quality of Anne Frank. Yours, Anne, extracted from the diary of a young girl with a slight adaptation. You got it? I'm going to read it again. Check again. Miss Keesing had a good laugh at my arguments, but when I proceeded to talk my way through the next lesson, he assigned me a second essay. This time it was supposed to be on an incorrigible chatterbox. I handed it in, and Miss Keesing had nothing to complain about for 2 whole lessons. However, during the 3rd lesson, he had finally had enough. Anne Frank, as punishment for talking in class, write an essay entitled Quack, 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 said Mr. Chatterbox. The class roared. I had to laugh too, though I had nearly exhausted my ingenuity on the topic of chatterboxes. It was time to come up with something else, something original. My friend Sunny, who is good at poetry, offered to help me write the essay from beginning to end in verse, and I jumped for joy. Mr. Keesing was trying to play a joke on me with this ridiculous subject, but I would make sure the joke was on him. I finished the poem, and it was beautiful. It was about a mother duck and a father swan with 3 baby ducklings who were bitten to death by the father because they quacked too much. Luckily, Mr. Keesing took the joke the right way. He read the poem to the class, adding his own comments, and to several other classes as well. Since then, I have been allowed to talk and haven't been assigned any extra homework. On the contrary, Mr. Keesing is always making jokes these days. Okay? Tomorrow we will discuss the long questions and its answers. Till then, bye. Have a nice day. Remain at home. Continue with your studies. Keep safe. Keep healthy. Okay, beta. Thank you.